Welcome back to part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'd definitely recommend watching that first because this episode picks up exactly where we had left off. In the last episode, we set off on an incredible adventure, but now things really start to get interesting. We've got a lot more miles to cover, stunning coastline to explore, some incredible harbours to visit, and a few challenges along the way. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's get straight back out on the water.
To Polperro, which is where we're heading to now. I think my back is broken, seriously. I know I don't mind a bit of chop, but We still got to get back to Plymouth yet. That's all the way up there. So hopefully the tide is high enough to get into Polperro, because last time we could only go sort of halfway to about there. So I've never fully been into Polperro before. It's a really nice, quaint place. See all the houses up on the hills there. Really, really nice. But I had a couple of issues with my camera on the way, so it kept falling down, which you'll probably see in one of the clips. So yeah, it's that was very, very lumpy. But obviously the boat handled really well. Yeah, it's got the deep V hull, so it just chops through it. But the rolling swells, you know, just got to get the timing right to power on and to throttle off. But still, that was something different. So we are entering Polperro. Never been this far before, so it's really nice to come in and explore. Really well sheltered, quite hidden in fact. So yeah, it's quite nice. What a beautiful little place. Just in the middle of nowhere. Not in the middle of nowhere, but very well hidden. You know, in the secluded little bit of the harbour. Really, really nice.
Now but it's time to leave Polperro, head back to Plymouth, find my berth at the marina for the night, and get settled into the hotel. So after arriving at Queen Anne Batteries Marina, I'd radio through a couple of times, but I don't think my transmission was being received. And after radioing through multiple times, I was wondering if my radio was broken. So with that, I decided to head to the top end of the marina to see if I can find the night watch manager who would allocate me my berth. And nope, there's no staff to be seen there either.
QAB, this is Tornado over.
Tornado, QAB, go ahead, over.
Yeah, I've got a birthday booked for tonight. Just wondering what time so you're not on, over.
Tornado, yeah, we have space for you on Delta Hammerhead, over.
Yeah. Delta Hammerhead. What's the Hammerhead? Over.
The Hammerhead is off the Delta, so you got the DS on the south side, we get short.
Delta on the end. Over.
Yeah.
Over.
So, after finally getting through to somebody on the VHF radio, I was on a Delta Hammerhead. And I have no idea what the Hammerhead was, so I had to ask the guy on the radio, and apparently a Hammerhead is on the end of a pontoon. And I'll be honest, I wasn't too keen on being on the end of the pontoon because it's quite open. The boat would have got battered in the high winds that we'd had overnight. There was boats that were speeding past, and I knew the rib was going to get battered into the pontoon overnight. So, moored up, hope for the best, and make sure it's all tickety-boo in the morning. And as you could probably tell from my reaction, I really wasn't happy being here. So, it's now time to get on the boat again. This was Sunday. I got a taxi with Helen and Glenn, who was also staying in the same hotel, and they was on Paul's boat. So, day 2 of boating. Here we go. At the marina. There we go. Just get the bags out the back. Cheers, drive. Helen's stuck. It's all good with everything. Right, Sunday morning. We're at the marina. Gonna get the boat sorted and head for breakfast. I think over at Mayflower Marina again. Yeah, a bit windy, but bit of a crappy start to the day because obviously where I booked the room, it was a shared bathroom. woke up a little bit later than I expected. So the shared bathroom, there was always people in there, and then the taxi was late, and then everyone's meeting up for breakfast at this time. So I thought I'll have a shower at the marina because they got showers and toilets and everything. So get the shower started, go toilet and everything, and it's like, I don't have a towel, so yeah, no shower for me. So I might have a swim in the sea later and just have a quick wash there, but it's all good. So yeah, got all my stuff, gonna head down to the boat, get it ready, head over to Mayflower Marina. So yeah, let's go. Open sesame. Ah shit, it opens this way. Okay. Thought it opened the other way. Ew. There's Darren. Whoa! Morning! Right, let's do a little pontoon walk. Yesterday when I got back from obviously mooring the boat up, I didn't really have a chance to do much of a video because I was just knackered. Phone battery had died pretty much. It was on charge inside my bag. Yeah, all good fun. Lots of yachts. Yeah, there's more yachts here than powerboats. Or they got all the yachts on this pontoon here, maybe, and then see some bigger stuff over there. Need to change my fuel tank over as well. So be about 10 minutes before I get going. Hopefully it's not too busy over at Mayflower for breakfast. Most importantly, I hope the boat is still there. So yeah. See how it goes. Oh, it's still there. Little bit of seagull poo, but not too bad. There we go. Just left Marina. Heading now over to Mayflower Marina. Get a breakfast. It is 9:05 in the morning. Yeah, it's going to be a lot choppier today than it was yesterday. The wind's lapping right up. So yeah, let's get some breakfast.
visitors' pontoons were fairly booked, busy even this morning with some big boats. So just going to try and get a mooring around the corner somewhere. Yeah, here we do. So we found a space next to the fuel pontoon, which obviously has no unleaded fuel. Yeah, so just getting sorted out. Get some breakfast. Yeah, getting a bit hungry. Not eating this morning. I've had a coffee, which is in the hotel room, which is with these sachets and small little pods of milk. I wouldn't really call it a coffee. It's more like mud. So yeah, looking forward to getting a cappuccino, a nice bacon roll, some toast. Yeah, just get set up for the day.
And as you can tell in this video, the wind is really starting to howl. So that was breakfast done with, and now it's time to head out on the water, and this is where it gets really, really exciting.
Right, so we are going to the Mewstone, which is just outside of Plymouth, not far from the breakwater fort. We're just going to get an idea of the weather once we're out there and decide which way to go from there, because it's very, very lumpy. I think we've got 30-mile-an-hour gusts. So yeah, it's not going to be nice out there today. It's going to be a lot worse than I think yesterday. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, and stay tuned. So yeah, we got 30-mile-an-hour gusts at the moment. We'll be picking up, but I'm aiming to get back around 2:30, 3 o'clock to the slipway. It's currently 20 to 11 in the morning. Just leaving the breakwater fort. Yeah, very, very windy so far, and it's going to get worse conditions when we're out in the open, plus the breakwater fort as well. So yeah, it's going to be one hell of a journey.
tried to get the timing right with being on and off on the throttle in between waves, but it just wasn't working for me.
Big rolling swells.
And given the conditions that we were experiencing, the safest option was to turn back. And the journey back was a lot more comfortable, because as you can see, I'm surfing the swells. Well, at least trying to anyway.
Turned around and we're heading back in, so I might find pull into a marina somewhere and just get a coffee or a tea. I'm a bit wet. Yeah, that was quite rough, that was. Yeah, we'll see where we go from here. We're in much sheltered water now. Yeah, that was rough. That was really, really rough. I've been out on worse, but you like encounter that first thing in the morning, you're like, nah, I still need to wake up a bit first. That was a bit much. But yeah, I think it was a wise idea not continuing the journey. So, some like it more than others, and others not so much. Especially for passengers on board that sort of haven't really experienced that before. So yeah, just gonna stop here for a bit, chill out, and yeah, see where we're going from here.
I have a panic plan.
Oh!
You take all the past me?
So Andy on the Highfield said he has a cunning plan, and I asked him, does it involve a pasty? But It didn't involve a pasty, but it did involve a nice cup of tea. So, follow the journey now to our next destination.
Heading up to see the naval bases, the dockyards, so I might see some Navy ships, maybe a submarine or two. So yeah, see what we can find. Again, sun's out, a bit more cloudier today, which is good, so keep things a bit cooler. Yeah, it's looking good. That's Mayflower Marina over in the distance there. Yeah, it's been, I think the first trip I did to Plymouth a couple of years back, we went around this area. Whatever that was. Yeah, so it's been actually been quite a few years since I've been down here. Have a police boat. This is patrolling the naval dockyards, because obviously you can't get too close or within within a certain proximity, so you got to keep like a distance from the naval dockyards and everything else, because you probably get shouted at or maybe fired upon, which would be quite funny. So yeah, I don't like the way that he's turning around on me. It's like, have I done something wrong? Are you going to pick on me today, Mr. Police Boat? I don't know. So yeah, we'll maintain a steady speed. Just give him a wave. I don't know if he's waving. He's got tinted windows, so I might have wound him up by waving at him, perhaps. But yeah, I know there is exclusion zones that you can't go into. So yeah, hopefully he doesn't follow me. Hopefully not. I've done nothing wrong. I'm innocent. So yeah, like I say, hopefully we see some Navy ships. There is some further down there. You got Babcock, I think it is. I don't know if they're still there or not. I think they build the submarines or do something to do with the submarines or the ships. I can't quite remember. So yeah, try not get too close. And yeah, of course he's following. He probably thinks that, oh, it's a bunch of people on rips. They're gonna be menaces, but nah, we're well behaved. We're well behaved. So yeah, let's see what we can see. I was trying not to deliberately look back at the police boat to see if it was following, so I thought, if I put it in selfie mode, I can see these areas. There, I think. I got my sunglasses on, I can't quite see, but yeah, I thought if I put it in selfie mode, he won't think that I'm going to keep looking back at him and I'm going to look suspicious. So it looks like we've got a ferry coming across. I guess it goes from one side of the river to another. All the other boats and ribs, they're all the way up there, but I'm happy just to bumble along and enjoy the views. See some Navy ships. Or ships of some sort. Not too sure what they are, but if you can just about make them out, let me know in the comments what they are. Be interesting to see and to read up about them online. They blend into the background pretty well against the sea, actually. So it's really hard to get it on camera, the colour of them against the sea. So yeah, almost blends in pretty well with the sea, to be honest. Really, really well. We've got another police boat up there. Making sure everyone's behaving themselves. Must be a cool job in the police boat, just patrolling. Wonder if they got air conditioning in there. I'd have thought they would have. Another one there. Be cool to see some submarines actually. That would be cool. They just like emerged from the surface. That'd be pretty nifty. But I doubt we're going to see anything like that today. That's a big boat. There's lots of seagulls. Oh no. On the chart plotter we've got that line, that purple line there. And what that is, that's a submarine cable. So that intercepts submarines that obviously shouldn't be here, so they get tangled up pretty quickly. So got to watch the depth and watch out on the chart plotter. Just be careful of where I'm going, so I don't want to get caught up in them. Now it's time to get moored up and grab myself a cup of tea. So, put the boats over there. That's the Tamar Bridge. Big old bridge. Lovely, lovely views across here. So yeah, just going to meet up with the others, get a coffee, and see what shops are nearby, maybe get some food. Lovely.
Yeah, so I saw it on the
So some boats launching over there. Just getting ready now to head out. I think I might be heading back to the slipway. Not sure yet. See how it goes.
He messaged me and I'll look on GML and see if they do it.
There we go. Here's the best looking boat. The Tornado. So just got a coffee from the cafe up there. Really nice place. Just now heading back to the slipway, Oreston Quay. I think we're sort of cutting the day a bit short because it is a bit too rough to go out to sea. I'm aching a lot from yesterday. So yeah, gonna get back to the marina, get the boats onto the trailers and head home. Don't know if you can see that, but it's a submarine. Just blends it in against the wall over there. Didn't see that on the way down. It's pretty cool. we've just got the ferries that are going from that side to the other side. So I've just got to keep a lookout for them. I think they're the chain ferries, and so I did see a chain off one of them. So yeah, I think you just go across all day. So that's where I moored last night, Queen Anne's Battery Marina. And then just to the left, as you've probably seen in a previous video, that's Sutton Harbour Marina. And to get into that marina, you need to go through the lock gates. Sometimes there can be a bit of a queue, but I chose Queen Anne Battery this time because it's an MDL Marina. And obviously I'll get my optimum points for staying. So the points add up. Can't remember the loyalty scheme, but ultimately you can get a free night's berth once you earn enough points. Very, very windy. And it is gusting up to probably nearly 40 miles an hour later on. So I think we made a good decision. Head back home, get home early. Yeah, it is what it is. You don't want to get caught out in that weather. Yeah, you got to draw a line at, you know, safety. So. Heading back to Oreston Quay, then to get the boats out, get it strapped up, and hit the roads, head back home.
And that is the end of part 2. Thank you ever so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like, give it a thumbs up, however it works, whatever. Yeah. Next trip, not sure where the next trip's going to be planned. Maybe the Isle of Wight or Southampton. I think I might be going to the Budgie Boat Bash meet on a friend's boat, potentially. So, yeah, keep an eye on the channel. And again, I really, really appreciate you all watching. Obviously, if you've made it this far, thank you. And we will see you on the next one.